Yo patrons, this is Johannes from Noisebud, and long time no see. I've been on vacation, I had a run of COVID, and I've been busy with work as well. So it's been a lot, but I'm back, and this thing is something that I think you will like if you're working with Reaper and mastering. Because while I was on vacation, I got an email from a client that he wants some changes in a pre-master made for vinyl, and I could do that by remote controlling my studio computer. So I could boot up my studio computer from my laptop, and then I could do a lot of, I could create all the files that he needed and the changes and stuff. But I realized that if I had a Reaper script that's pretty simple to run, then I could create the cue sheet and the changes that I needed and everything on my laptop, and I would done what now took me about 2 hours in 5 minutes probably. So I started to create this script, and actually I thought about creating this script before as well, because this spring I have had a lot of projects going for vinyl, and every time I get annoyed that I haven't automated all the steps of creating the files for vinyl or a pre-master for vinyl, and that's annoying. So I've done that, and I think you're gonna like this. So here we go. Let's go to this window. All right, so I'm first going to show you how to use this and what the result is when you're using it, and then we can start to talk about some of how you set it up and install the things you need and stuff like that. All right, first off, I'm usually mastering every track for an album each on their own, and then I put them in a document where I maybe do adjustment like level and stuff so that they sit well together. And then I render all those as 32-bit floating point files. And I do that because if the file's going for CD, then you need 16-bit or if it goes for streaming, then I usually deliver 24-bit and stuff like that. So I have a 32-bit floating point with the original sample rate that I can use to convert to whatever format that's needed for the project. So these are my 32-bit files, and I'm gonna drag them into channel. This is files for an album. I'm gonna place them all on a track like this. So now I have, 7 tracks. So this is an album that's going for vinyl. The next step is that I'm gonna mark the files that I want to be side A. So I mark the 4 first tracks. This is gonna be my side A. And now I run the script, and I put the script on a short command. You do as you wish. If you want to go into the action menu and run the script from there, that's fine as well. I'm running from a shortcut. Here we can change some information. The first says just pre-master, but it should say pre-master studio or something, because this is actually, I want you to put in the company here. So I'm putting Noisebud mastering, and my name and phone number and email, and then some information about the client and the artist, name of the album, sample rate and bit depth. And this will be, you need to check this in the render settings later on, because the script won't set the correct bit depth for the render. It will show you the last bit depth that you used in Reaper. Then there's an export folder, and we're going to talk about the rest of the settings down here later on. All right, and now I just hit OK, and it will show me a reminder that I need to be aware of the bit depth thing. and the script is working. Now it says PDF successfully created, so this means that it has created a cue sheet for that the cutter of the vinyl can use. And now it says this will open. Do you want to open the render dialog? Yes, I want to open the render dialog. These should have settings that are usable right out of the box, except for the jitter settings. These jitter settings, if you want to use the built-in jitter in Reaper, and the bit depth, you need to check those. I actually have put some plugins. I have attenuated the volume a little bit for the vinyl by -1 decibels, because you don't need the full headroom, just to ensure that the equipment that the cutter will use doesn't, so he has a little bit of headroom so we don't go up in the ceiling. And I also have a jitter plugin, so I don't use the built-in jitter in Reaper. You do that as you like. But the rest is pretty much knows. Let's see, this should be Regan like that. Let's run the script. Oh no, let's do this. Right, hitting render, and the two sides will render. So this is one WAV file for the side A and one for side B. That's generated. There we go. We can close that, and now the script is done, and we can go into the output folder. So we have two audio files here, one for side A and one for side B, and we have a PDF with the with a cue sheet for creating a vinyl, so that the cutter have some information about the tracks and stuff like that. So right now you have the pre-masters made by Noisepad Mastering, and then we have the engineer, it's me, phone number, email, client, and artist, album name, the format that's used. And here's the information about the tracks, so where they start and end, and what's the name of the WAV file that should be used, and the length of the track as well. So the normal information that's usually in cue sheet. So that's it pretty much. Let's so these files are pretty much ready to send off to the cutter. Let's have some things. The things that you need to know about this script is, oh sorry, that was another script. Here we go. When you run this the first time, nothing is you have nothing in these different boxes. You have to add that yourself, but the studio name, the engineer, phone, email will be saved. So the first four fields will be saved globally for Reaper, so you don't have to fill that out the next time. Client, artist, and album, sample rate, and bit depth will not be saved globally, but it will be saved for the project. So if you save this project, it will load these settings if you need to create new files for vinyl, so you don't have to fill that out every time. But if you run it in an empty Reaper project, then they won't be they will be empty. The export folder, that's the same thing. It will be saved with the project, not globally, but the path to WKHTML to PDF, which I use to create a PDF, That's a program that you will need to install. It's pretty much a library that installs, it installs a converter from HTML to PDF that we're gonna use, and it works on both Mac and PC. So yeah, it's linked in the description, so you can download it and install. On Windows, it's pretty straightforward. On Mac, you may have to use my signed version that I'm adding as a link to the post as well. And this little field here, this is if you can pick the names from the files when you for the PDF. Or it can say just track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, and so on. Most cutters don't care what the name of the song is, but sometimes if you have a refrain where when it's easy to see this song is this song, then it can be a good idea to have the correct name of the track in the PDF. Sometimes that's not. I have clients who asked me not to give away the name of the tracks, even if it's just for production personnel. So then you can write false in this box, and it would use track 1, 2, 3 instead of the real names from the files. So that's what that is. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah. Let's produce another one just to see that it works. Like that. I hope you like this. I put a lot of effort and work into this, and it would be nice if it's more than just me who use it. But even if it's just me, I'm pretty happy with it because it saves me a lot of time. I can now create the files for vinyl production in 5 minutes. Really, it's not even 5 minutes. I can probably do it in less than 1 minute. So it's a great thing. And that's the first post for this season from Noisebot, and I hope you have a good evening, and I see you with the next plugin or script or whatever I do. Have a good one. Bye bye.